The Magic of Solitude, How the Silence Transforms You. Chapter 1. Embracing Solitude in a Noisy World. In today's clamorous world, it's your inner sanctuary of solitude that offers a rejuvenating escape, a space where you can rediscover your true self amidst the noise. You might think of solitude as an uncomfortable silence, a space to be filled with chatter and activity. But this isn't the case. Solitude is not empty feeling, it is an opportunity, a realm of limitless possibilities in which you can connect with your most profound thoughts, uncensored and unedited. Now, picture yourself walking into an empty room. At first, it might feel strange, even eerie, but as you sit and let the silence wrap around you, you'll realize you're not alone. You're with yourself. You begin to hear the rhythm of your thoughts, the hum of your intuition. It's in this quiet you'll find the answers you've been seeking. Embrace solitude like a friend, not a foe. It's not about isolating yourself from the world, but about taking the time to understand who you're apart from it. When you allow yourself to be silent, to just be, you create a space for reflection, introspection, and self-discovery. Chapter 2. Understanding the Power of Quiet. Having embraced the magic of solitude, you're now ready to explore the power that lies in quiet, a force often underestimated yet profoundly transformative. Imagine a serene lake, its surface undisturbed by the wind. The stillness isn't empty, it's full of potential, waiting to be revealed. This is the power of quiet. It's not about absence, but presence, a deep and potent energy that lurks beneath the silence. It's essential to understand that quiet isn't the same as silence. Silence is merely the absence of noise, while quiet is a state of mind. It's about being present, fully aware, and deeply connected with your inner self. Quiet is a sanctuary where you can retreat to find peace, to hear your inner voice, to let your thoughts flow freely. It's the fertile soil where seeds of creativity, wisdom, and self-discovery are sown. Take a moment to remember the last time you experienced true quiet. You might have felt a sense of calm, a feeling of being completely in tune with yourself. This is the power of quiet at work, a transformative energy that brings clarity, fosters creativity, and nurtures personal growth. As you learn to harness the power of quiet, you'll discover its transformative potential. It's like tuning into a frequency that's always been there, but you've never noticed before. By understanding and embracing the power of quiet, you'll reveal a new dimension of solitude, one that holds the key to self-discovery, peace, and profound transformation. Chapter 3. Identifying distractions in your life. As you journey towards the magic of solitude, it's essential to identify and address the distractions in your life that prevent you from truly embracing quiet. These distractions, like noisy chatter, are often invisible, masquerading as essential parts of your day. They stealthily consume your attention, hindering your path to tranquility. Consider the constant hum of digital devices, the relentless pings of social media updates, the insistent calls of work, and the ceaseless demands of daily life. These are your external distractions. They're easy to spot, but hard to silence. They're like stubborn weeds that keep popping up, no matter how many times you pluck them out. Now, delve deeper. Look within. The mind itself is a master illusionist, adept at creating internal distractions. Your worries about the future, regrets about the past, and endless self-criticism are potent distractions that often go unnoticed. They're like shadows, always present, but seldom acknowledged. Remember, identifying your distractions isn't about blaming yourself. It's about awareness. It's about understanding the patterns that lead to mental noise so you can break free from them. It's about recognizing the barriers that keep you from experiencing the transformative power of solitude. In your quest for solitude, remember this: every distraction is an opportunity, a signpost pointing towards the peace that lies beyond the noise. So don't shy away from them. Instead, boldly face your distractions, understanding them for what they are: obstacles on your path to solitude, waiting to be overcome. Chapter 4. Creating space for self-reflection. Every single day offers a vital opportunity for deliberate self-reflection, a chance to carve out a quiet corner in the bustling marketplace of your life. You may find yourself swept up in the whirlwind of daily responsibilities, but remember, it's essential to create and preserve that sacred space within you. This space isn't necessarily a physical location, it's a mental and emotional sanctuary where you can retreat, reflect, and revitalize your spirit. Creating this space requires intention. You've got to desire solitude and be willing to meet yourself in the silence. It's about disconnecting from the external noise, the constant chatter of social media, the demanding emails, the incessant phone calls. It's about switching off the autopilot mode and connecting with your inner self, your authentic voice that may have been drowned in the cacophony of life. You might ask, how do I create this space? It begins with acknowledging its importance. You have to recognize that self-reflection isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. It's the oxygen for your soul, the food for your growth. It's not about being self-absorbed, but self-aware. It's about understanding your thoughts, emotions, and actions, about discerning your patterns, about discerning the essence of your being. Chapter 5. Building a daily solitude practice. Now, let us look at how you might create a daily practice of solitude, a routine that serves as a beacon in the turbulent seas of life. The first step is to decide on a time. This could be early in the morning when the world is still asleep, or late at night when the hustle and bustle has calmed. Whichever time you choose, make it sacred. This is your time, a gift you're giving to yourself. Next, find a space. It could be a corner of your home, a bench in a park, or even a quiet cafe. It doesn't have to be the same place every day, but it should be somewhere you feel comfortable and at ease. This is where you'll meet yourself each day, in the quietude of solitude. Then set an intention. What do you hope to gain from this time? Clarity, peace, insight. Your intention can change daily, but it should always be a guiding light, a focal point that grounds you. Chapter 6. Letting go of fears and anxieties. Embracing solitude often means confronting and releasing the fears and anxieties that have long been your silent companions. They've stayed hidden in the shadows, emerging only when you're alone, casting doubt on your potential and capabilities. Yet it's within solitude that you can learn to let go of these stifling emotions and instead allow silence to transform you. You see, solitude isn't the breeding ground for anxiety, but rather, it's a sanctuary where you can face your fears head-on. There's no need to run or hide. You're safe here. Remember, these fears are often magnified by your mind, and they're not as monstrous as they seem. Start by acknowledging your fears. Don't deny or suppress them. They're a part of you, but they don't define you. Imagine them as separate entities, not as inherent traits of your being. Once you've accomplished this, you'll realize the power you hold over them. Next, let your fears know they've served their purpose. Thank them for trying to protect you, but declare that you no longer need their services. While this may seem odd, it's a powerful act of self-compassion. Chapter 7. Cultivating mindfulness in silence. Diving into the quiet of your own company, you can begin to cultivate mindfulness, a practice that transforms solitude from a state of loneliness to a journey of self-discovery. You'll find, in the silent embrace of your own presence, a world brimming with possibilities, a canvas waiting for the strokes of your imagination. Begin by bringing your attention to the present moment. Notice the sensation of the air on your skin, the rhythm of your breath, the weight of your body against the earth. This isn't about escaping from the world, but about tuning into the subtle hum of your existence. Mindfulness is about noticing, without judgment, the stream of sensations, thoughts, and emotions that flow through you. In the silence, you can start to observe your thoughts without getting swept away in their current. You'll start to recognize the transience of your thoughts, the way they rise and fall like waves on an ocean. This is the magic of mindfulness. It's not about achieving a state of perpetual calm, but about developing a kind of inner resilience, an ability to ride the waves of your experience with grace and equanimity. Mindfulness in silence allows you to deepen your relationship with yourself. It's like meeting a dear old friend, someone you've known all your life but never really spent quality time with. It's a journey of discovery, of understanding, of falling in love with the person you've always been and the person you're yet to become. Chapter 8. Tuning into your inner voice. Often, in the profound stillness of solitude, you'll discover a gentle whisper, your inner voice, yearning to guide and inspire you on your personal journey. This voice isn't loud or intrusive, rather, it's a soft echo emanating from your core. It's in this tranquil solitude that you find the courage to listen. When you're drowned in the cacophony of the world, it's easy to ignore this voice. But once you embrace solitude, you can finally tune into its wisdom. Imagine it as a lighthouse, guiding you safely through the fog of uncertainty. This silent mentor is your most trusted ally, always nudging you towards authenticity and growth. Listening to your inner voice doesn't mean shutting out the world. It's about discerning the difference between external influences and your own insights. It's about honoring your intuition and trusting yourself. In the silence of solitude, you're not alone. You're in a dialogue with your deepest self. When you truly listen, your inner voice becomes a source of clarity, offering insights that may have been obscured by the noise of everyday life. But remember, tuning in isn't a passive process. It requires conscious effort and patience. It's about sitting in silence, allowing thoughts to flow freely without judgment, and observing them without pursuing. In the magic of solitude lies the power to hear, understand, and trust your inner voice. And in doing so, you'll find a transformative path to self-discovery and personal growth. You'll learn that the answers you seek are often within you, whispered softly in the silence. Chapter 9. Uncovering hidden strengths and weaknesses. As you attune to the whispers of your inner voice in the silence of solitude, you'll start to discover not only the contours of your authentic self, but also the hidden strengths and weaknesses that shape who you are. The quiet solitude acts as a mirror, reflecting the truth of your being, often masked by the noise of the external world. You'll begin to see patterns, behaviors, and tendencies that you might have overlooked in the hustle and bustle of daily life. Your strengths, those unique abilities and talents, will begin to glow like embers in the dark. Perhaps it's your resilience, your creative spark, or your ability to inspire others. You might find that you're more patient than you thought, or perhaps you possess an innate ability to problem solve. These are the tools that you've been unconsciously wielding, and recognizing them will help you harness their power more intentionally. Yet, in the same silence, you'll also face your weaknesses. Maybe it's a tendency to procrastinate, to doubt yourself, or to avoid conflict. But don't fret. These aren't negative traits to be ashamed of, but rather opportunities for growth. Being alone with these weaknesses allows you to understand them, to transform them from obstacles into stepping stones. In the silence of solitude, you'll find a fuller, more nuanced picture of who you are. It's a journey of self-discovery, where you uncover the magic within, embracing both your strengths and weaknesses. This journey isn't about perfection, but about understanding and growth. And in that understanding, you'll find the magic of solitude. Chapter 10. Practicing self-compassion in solitude. In the quiet cocoon of solitude, it's essential that you don't just uncover your strengths and weaknesses, but also learn to nurture a sense of self-compassion. This isn't about indulging in self-pity or getting stuck in a cycle of regret. It's about acknowledging your unique journey, accepting your flaws, and celebrating your victories. No matter how small, this is the time to remind yourself that it's okay to stumble, to feel, to not have it all figured out. Think about it, you wouldn't be harsh with a friend who's facing a challenge, would you? You'd probably offer words of encouragement, understanding, and kindness. So why not extend the same courtesy to yourself? It's not always easy, but it's a practice worth cultivating. Imagine self-compassion as a gentle, soothing balm that you apply to your soul, a salve that eases the sting of self-judgment, self-doubt, and self-criticism. It's a soft whisper in your ear, reminding you of your worth, your resilience, your capacity to heal and grow. Self-compassion in solitude is an act of radical self-love. It's about meeting yourself where you are, with kindness and patience. It's about understanding that you're human and that it's okay to feel vulnerable, to make mistakes, to be imperfect. Chapter 11. Navigating emotions in the silence. Learning to navigate these sentiments can lead to great self-discovery and personal development, and it is entirely okay to experience a tornado of emotions when you embrace the silence that comes with solitude. You'll find that solitude isn't about avoiding feelings, but rather, it's about becoming aware of them, understanding them, and dealing with them head-on. In the quiet, you'll encounter emotions you've been ignoring or suppressing. These could be feelings of fear, anxiety, sadness, joy, or even longing. Instead of running from them, let them wash over you. Understand that these feelings aren't you, but are simply experiences passing through you. It's like watching clouds drift across the sky. Some are dark and stormy, others light and fluffy. They're all just part of the weather of your inner world. It's also important to remind yourself that it's okay to feel what you're feeling. You're human, after all. The trick is to not let your emotions rule you. Instead, observe them, accept them, and let them guide you towards understanding yourself better. In this silence, you'll also discover the power of self-compassion. Be gentle with yourself as you navigate through this emotional landscape. Allow yourself to feel, to hurt, to heal, to grow. It's all part of the journey. Chapter 12. Finding clarity in life's chaos. Life's whirlwind of chaos might seem overwhelming, but solitude can serve as your personal sanctuary, offering a clear lens to view and make sense of it all. The noise of the world tends to blur your vision, clouding your thoughts with endless duties, anxieties, and distractions. Yet there's a transformative magic in solitude that can help you sift through life's tumultuous currents. Consider solitude as your retreat, a place where you can wander amidst your thoughts without any external interference. It's where you can dissect your worries, aspirations, and dreams, and look at them from new perspectives. You've got the power to use solitude as a tool for self-reflection, but it's essential to be brave enough to face what you might discover about yourself. In solitude, you're gifted with the opportunity to observe the chaos from a distance without being swept away by its currents. It's like standing on a hilltop, surveying the bustling city below. You see the hustle and bustle, but you aren't part of it. From here, you can identify areas of your life that need attention and those that are working well. The clarity you gain in solitude can illuminate the path towards a more balanced life. Chapter 13. Solitude as a form of self-care. Beyond the chaos, solitude can be a powerful form of self-care, a nurturing space where you can recharge and rejuvenate. It's not about isolation or withdrawal, but about consciously creating time for yourself, to tune into your own needs and nourish your spirit. Just like you'd fuel your body with healthy food, solitude fuels your mind with peace and clarity. Picture yourself in a quiet space, away from the demands of the world. You're not lonely, you're simply alone, soaking in the silence, and you're content. You find that when you're by yourself, you can hear your own thoughts, feel your own feelings without disruption. You're able to tap into your own wisdom, discover your inner strengths, and gain a deeper understanding of who you are. In the hustle and bustle, it's easy to lose touch with yourself, to forget your needs, to ignore your feelings. But you can't pour from an empty cup, can you? To ensure that you are able to continue to provide care for other people, it is necessary to replenish it and to take care of yourself. Solitude provides that space for self-care, for self-discovery, for self-love. Embrace solitude as a form of self-care. Use it to recharge, to rejuvenate, to heal. Discover the magic in the quiet moments, the power in the silence. Let it transform you, let it guide you. Because in the end, it's in the silence that you'll find your true self. And that's the most beautiful discovery of all. Chapter 14. Creating a solitude sanctuary. To fully immerse yourself in the healing power of solitude, it's crucial to create a dedicated solitude sanctuary, a tranquil space where you can retreat, undisturbed, to reconnect with yourself. This space doesn't necessarily need to be large or elaborate, but it should be private, peaceful, and resonate with your spirit. Imagine a space that's just for you, a haven where the outside world is kept at bay. It could be a corner of your living room, a secluded spot in your backyard, or even a quiet room dedicated solely to your solitude. The key is to make it your own. Personalize it with items that soothe and inspire you, perhaps a soft blanket, a favorite book, or a cherished photo. Creating your solitude sanctuary involves more than just physical space. It's about crafting an environment that facilitates introspection and self-discovery. Make use of gentle lighting to provide an environment that is cozy and welcoming. For the purpose of fostering a sense of tranquility, incorporate aspects of nature, such as plants or a small water fountain. You might even include a journal and pen for recording your thoughts and feelings. Chapter 15. Setting boundaries for solitude. Once you've crafted your solitude sanctuary, it's essential to establish clear boundaries to guarantee your time alone is truly uninterrupted and beneficial. As you navigate the art of solitude, remember it's not about isolating yourself from the world, but rather creating a space for introspection and self-discovery. Your boundaries will serve as a protective shield, filtering out distractions and preserving your sacred solitude. Begin by communicating your need for solitude to those around you. Be assertive, yet compassionate, and explain how this time alone will enhance your well-being and, in turn, your relationships. They'll likely respect your wishes and give you the space you need. Remember, it's your right to cultivate this personal time for self-growth. Next, establish a schedule for your solitude. It doesn't have to be rigid, but having a sense of routine can help you consistently dedicate time to this practice. Whether it's an hour in the morning, an evening walk, or a weekend retreat, find what works best for you and stick to it. Finally, use technology to your advantage. Turn off your phone notifications or set a do not disturb time frame. This simple act can create a buffer against the digital world's noise, allowing you to fully immerse yourself in your solitude. In essence, setting boundaries for solitude is about carving out a space in your life that's solely for you. It's about nurturing your relationship with yourself and letting the magic of solitude transform you. As you respect these boundaries, you'll find your time alone becomes richer and more rewarding. Remember, it's within silence and solitude that we often find our deepest insights and inspirations. Chapter 16. Overcoming loneliness and isolation. While establishing boundaries for your solitude can be transformative, it's equally important to address any feelings of loneliness or isolation that may surface during your time alone. You're not alone in these feelings. In fact, it's quite natural. However, it's essential to navigate them effectively to truly reveal the magic of solitude. Start by acknowledging your feelings. Don't dismiss them as mere side effects of solitude. Your emotions are valid. Once you recognize loneliness as an emotion rather than a state of being, you'll start seeing it as a temporary phase, not a permanent condition. Next, engage in introspection. Ask yourself what is causing these feelings. Often, it's not the solitude itself, but the perceptions and beliefs associated with it. Are you equating solitude with abandonment? Or do you feel unimportant, because you're alone. Uncover these deep-seated beliefs, challenge them, and replace them with healthier perspectives. Furthermore, you have the option of engaging in things that either offer you delight or pique your curiosity. Try reading a book, taking a walk, or experimenting with a new recipe. These activities can shift your focus from feelings of loneliness to a sense of accomplishment and joy. Lastly, remember, it's okay to reach out to others. Solitude doesn't mean isolation. It's perfectly fine to maintain your social connections. A friendly chat or a warm message can do wonders when you're feeling lonely. Chapter 17. Embracing solitude as a choice. In the dance of life, embracing solitude as a choice is akin to choosing a solo performance. It's all about finding rhythm in your own movements, listening to your own music, and feeling the freedom to express yourself uninhibited. You're not alone because you've been left out. You're alone because you've chosen to be. You've chosen to give yourself the gift of solitude. It's not always an easy choice. Society often equates solitude with loneliness, instilling in us a fear of being alone. But you should remember that solitude isn't about isolation or disconnection. It's about self-discovery, self-reflection, and self-love. It's about choosing to spend time with yourself, getting to know your own thoughts and feelings, learning to listen to your inner voice, and nurturing your personal growth. Choosing solitude doesn't mean you're shutting the world out. On the contrary, it's about creating space for your true self to breathe, to expand, to explore. In order to reestablish a connection with your inner world, it is necessary to locate a peaceful sanctuary in which you may detach yourself from the commotion and bustle of the outside world. It's about choosing to dance to your own rhythm, even if nobody else hears the music. Chapter 18. Solitude for spiritual growth. As you learn to embrace the gift of solitude, you'll discover it's a powerful catalyst for spiritual growth. This journey isn't about isolation or loneliness, but rather a voyage of self-discovery, where you'll uncover truths about yourself that are often drowned out by the cacophony of everyday life. The stillness will allow you to become aware of the whispers of your own soul, which will slowly lead you to a more profound comprehension of your mission and the things that ignite your passion. In solitude, the distractions of the external world fade away, allowing you to turn your gaze inward, illuminating the path towards personal enlightenment. Solitude offers a stage for self-reflection, a space to question, explore, and challenge your beliefs. It's in these quiet moments you may find the courage to shed old, unhelpful narratives and construct new ones that serve your spiritual growth. You'll also learn to appreciate the rhythm and cadence of your own thoughts, feelings, and emotions. This self-awareness is a cornerstone of spiritual growth, leading to greater empathy and compassion, both for yourself and others. But remember, solitude isn't a destination, it's a journey, a continuous process of learning and growing. It's about making peace with your own company, cherishing the silence, and allowing it to shape you, to mold you into a more spiritually mature being. Chapter 19. Discovering inner peace and calm. When you embrace a state of solitude, it can become your private refuge for discovering inner peace and quiet. It can be a place where the continuous buzz of the mind ceases, enabling peacefulness to flow over you. It's not about isolation but liberation. You're not running from the world, you're delving into the depths of your soul, where the echoes of peace reside. As you step into solitude, let go of your worries. Picture them as leaves on a stream, swept away by the gentle current. The world's demands might still exist, but you've created a buffer, a sacred space where they can't reach you. Here, you're not defined by the external but embraced by the internal. Silence doesn't equate to emptiness, it's a canvas filled with the colors of calmness and serenity. Listen to it, and you'll hear the symphony of your thoughts slowing down, giving way to a melody of peace. It's a tune that's always been there, you've just been too busy to hear it. When you revel in solitude, You're not alone, you're with yourself. And in that company, there's no room for judgment or fear, only understanding and acceptance. You'll see yourself not through the distorted lens of society, but the clear mirror of solitude. It's in this reflection that you'll find an unshakable peace, a calm that stems not from the absence of chaos, but the presence of self-love. Solitude isn't a destination, it's a journey. And on this journey, you'll discover a peace that's been waiting for you, patient and unwavering. So cherish your alone time. It's the gateway to a sanctuary of calm within you. Chapter 20. Unleashing creative potential in solitude. Diving into the wellspring of solitude, you tap into a treasure trove of creativity, granting your mind the freedom to explore uncharted territories of imagination and innovation. It's akin to setting sail on a silent sea, where the only waves are those of your thoughts, unfettered by the noise and distractions of the world outside. Solitude isn't about being alone, it's about being with yourself. It's in this state of tranquility that you're able to hear your own voice, to connect with your deepest desires and dreams. This is where the magic happens. You start to see patterns and connections that were invisible in the clamor of everyday life. You begin to weave stories, invent solutions, create art. The possibilities are limitless. Remember, creativity isn't a finite resource, it's an ever-flowing river that gets stronger the more you draw from it. You are able to harness this creative energy and channel it into productive outlets when you are present in solitude, which serves as the ideal conduit. You don't have to be a renowned artist or an acclaimed author to benefit from this. Whether you're designing a business plan, crafting a poem, or simply pondering life's mysteries, solitude fuels your creative engine. Chapter 21. Practicing gratitude in silence. Have you ever experienced the profound tranquility that comes from expressing gratitude in solitude? It's a magical moment when you're alone with your thoughts, acknowledging the blessings that often go unnoticed. The silence isn't just golden, it's transformative, offering a space where gratitude expands, touching every facet of your life. Imagine waking up early in the morning, with the world still wrapped in the arms of silence. You're alone, and it's the perfect time to practice gratitude. Close your eyes, breathe in deeply and exhale slowly. In this tranquil moment, start reflecting on the things you're genuinely grateful for. It could be your family, friends, the warm sunlight, the cool breeze, or even the beating of your heart. Let this silence be your canvas and gratitude your brush, painting a beautiful panorama of blessings. This practice isn't as easy as it sounds. It's natural to be swept away by the tumultuous waves of daily life. But remember, it's in these quiet moments that you're able to truly appreciate the beauty of existence. Gratitude in silence is a skill, one that requires deliberate practice. Chapter 22. Developing resilience in hard times. When life's tempestuous storms threaten to topple you, it's your resilience that becomes your anchor, grounding you amidst the chaos. The solitude you've cultivated strengthens you, forging a robust resilience that can confront any adversity. Yet, how do you foster such resilience in times of hardship? It's not as elusive as you might think. It begins with a shift in mindset. Instead of viewing challenges as insurmountable obstacles, see them as opportunities for growth. This reframe isn't easy, it requires courage and conviction, but it's the first step in building your resilience. Next, nurture self-compassion. Understand that it's okay to stumble, to falter. This isn't a sign of weakness, but a hallmark of your humanity. In the quiet solitude, embrace these moments of vulnerability, allowing them to fortify your resilience. Additionally, maintain a strong connection with your inner self. In the silence, listen to your deepest thoughts and emotions. This self-awareness is the foundation of resilience. It helps you understand your responses to stress, enabling you to manage them more effectively. Chapter 23. Solitude for better decision-making. Often you'll find that solitude serves as your sanctuary for clear thought, allowing for more informed and better decision-making. When you're alone, there's no noise to distract you, no opinions to sway you, and no pressure to rush you. In the quiet, your thoughts can dance freely, leading to more substantial, creative, and confident decisions. Imagine this: you're in a room full of people, all talking at once. The voices overlap, and it's hard to focus on your own thoughts. Now, picture the same room, but empty. It's just you and your thoughts, echoing within the vacant space. In which scenario do you think you'd make the best decisions? Solitude is a great tutor for decision-making. When you're alone, you're the captain of the ship. You learn to trust your gut, rely on your instincts, and navigate the waters of decision-making with newfound confidence. You're not swayed by the crowd or the noise, but guided by your own compass. However, remember, solitude isn't about isolation. It's about finding a quiet space within the hustle and bustle of life, a tranquil corner where you can retreat to think and reflect. It's about harnessing the power of silence to make better, more informed decisions that resonate with your values and aspirations. Chapter 24. Solitude and Personal Growth. Imagine standing alone on a hilltop, the silent strength of solitude wrapping around you like a warm blanket. You're not just alone, you're on a journey of self-discovery, unearthing truths about yourself piece by piece. It's in that quiet, that peaceful solitude, where you'll find the clarity you've been yearning for. In the Explore sanctuary of solitude, you'll find your inner strength blossoms, fostering personal growth and self-understanding. Imagine a seed buried in the soil, waiting for the right conditions to grow. It's in the darkness, in the silence, where this transformation begins. Solitude serves as the fertile soil for you, nourishing your soul, allowing your inner strength to sprout and flourish. As you investigate deeper into the embrace of solitude, you'll notice a shift. You'll see the world not as an external force acting upon you, but as a reflection of your own inner state. You'll realize your strength doesn't come from external validation or material things. It's born from within, a product of your own resolve, resilience, and self-belief. This silent communion with yourself reinforces your willpower, granting you the strength to face life's challenges head-on. Embracing solitude is a journey, a process of self-transformation. It's not an overnight change, but a gradual, beautiful unfolding. With each moment of solitude, you'll grow stronger, more self-aware, and ultimately, more capable of living a life true to your deepest, most authentic self. Delving into solitude, you'll gradually peel back the layers of your character, unearthing a wealth of personal insight and self-discovery. It's like initiating a journey into the uncharted waters of your psyche. You're the adventurer, the explorer, and the cartographer all combined, mapping out the contours of your inner landscape. And with each new discovery, you'll find that the magic of solitude isn't just about being alone. It's about being with yourself, in all your complexities and contradictions. As you spend time in your own company, you'll start to understand your emotions, your thoughts, your desires, and your fears in a way that you've never experienced before. You'll discover strengths you didn't know you had, and weaknesses you'd never faced. You'll confront the uncomfortable truths about yourself that you've been avoiding, and you'll start to see patterns in your behavior that you'd never noticed. Through the quietude of solitude, you'll find a clarity that fosters personal growth and shapes your understanding of self. It's like standing on a mountaintop, the air crisp and clear, allowing you to see the vast expanse below with a newfound perspective. You're able to distinguish each tree, each winding path, each detail that was previously blurred in the noise of your daily life. It's the same with the mind. When you allow yourself the gift of solitude, you're able to see your thoughts, feelings, and emotions with a similar clarity. In the silence, you'll find your true essence, the core of who you are, unfiltered by the opinions, judgments, and expectations of others. You'll discover your strengths, weaknesses, desires, and fears. This silent discovery, not only deepens your self-understanding but also equips you with the wisdom to make decisions that align with your true self. You'll find that solitude isn't about isolation, but about clarity and personal growth. It's about letting the silence transform you into a more mindful, centered, and authentic version of yourself. Chapter 25. Integrating solitude into daily life. It is essential to make time for solitude in order to engage in self-reflection and bring about inner calm, despite the fact that day-to-day living is jam-packed with activities. It may seem impossible, given your packed schedule, but it's about making solitude a priority, not a luxury. Start with small, achievable steps. Dedicate 5 minutes of your morning or evening to solitude. Sit quietly, eyes closed, and let the world melt away. This is your time for introspection, a personal oasis amidst the chaos of life. As you grow comfortable, gradually increase this interval. Finding a specific place for solitude can also be incredibly beneficial. Whether it's a quiet corner of your home or a serene spot in nature, having a designated space can make practicing solitude easier and more meaningful. This place should be a sanctuary, a space where you can detach from the outer world and explore your inner universe. Moreover, remember that solitude isn't about isolation, but rather choosing to spend time with yourself. It's an opportunity to nurture your relationship with your inner self, to listen to your thoughts and feelings, and to learn from them. Try to integrate solitude into daily activities. Even during a busy day, a solitary walk or a quiet lunch can provide valuable moments of reflection. Integrating solitude into your daily life isn't a race but a journey. It's about understanding your rhythm and respecting your boundaries. With patience and practice, you'll find that solitude can be a transformative magic, gifting you with tranquility, clarity, and boundless self-discovery. In life's symphony, solitude is your solo, your chance to hit the high notes of self-discovery. Don't fear the quiet, embrace it. It's in the hush you'll uncover your true self. Keep in mind that the first step of any trip is the most important. Find ways to incorporate time alone into your everyday routine. Let the silence be your compass, guiding you to a life of clarity, creativity, and self-compassion. After all, in the midst of movement and chaos, keep stillness inside of you. Thanks for listening to or reading this from Audiobooks Office.